Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Feeling out by the ocean, and all those white hot sands. Every sunrise is just for you, so come along and take my hand.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Like I said at the beginning in the chat thing, happy Friday the 13th.
Can you see we're together?
Yes.
They're always together. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you on, sweetie.
Oh,
Michael, don't be grim.
what did he? I didn't know what he put.
He put, hope the weather where you are is as good as here. I had to consider using deodorant. It's terrible. Terrible. Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I've missed you all. Sorry about last week, but I was busy on Sunday.
You were.
Suzanne, have you sent me a friend request, love? Because I've got one and I didn't know if it were you or not.
Yes, because you have to check, don't you?
Yeah, because if it is, I'll click yes.
I'm getting a lot of doubles with no faces on, Jean, and I'm just deleting them because they're all people that's on my friends list. So if they haven't got a picture, I don't add them.
No, I know.
Well, that's why I'm checking because I don't want to delete it, and I think, well, I'm not bothered.
Oh, bless you, Paula.
Welcome, Paula.
Lovely. Yes, she's a lovely lady, and she's a medium. And I did say that I would ask you. I spoke to you about last week about coming on as a guest medium.
Yes, you did, and I said yes, of course, whenever.
Couldn't you come on?
Yes.
To see if she wants to come on.
You could come on this evening if you want, Paula. I can send you a link, and you can come on. It's up to you. Just let me know in the comments, and I will send you a link.
Let us know, and we'll see what we can do.
If you come on, Paula, I have to keep these two in line.
I'm sorry.
What?
Only stay on a while as I'm getting company. Was it Suzanne that was getting company the other night, and it was about 10 minutes before the end?
Yeah, something like that. Weren't she getting hungry? She was having a meal
you were having a meal, weren't you? Anyway, yes.
Right, I'll accept it. Look, I just wanted to clarify it first.
Right.
Hi, Julie. How are you, sweetheart?
Oh, Julie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Welcome, darling, welcome.
Julie, sorry I couldn't attend, sweetheart, but something came up. But I was thinking about you all. And our lovely Neil, I was thinking about you, sweetheart, but I do apologise.
Just for anybody who doesn't know, Julie's brother
passed
transitioned, and it was the funeral today, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbraking for everybody.
Sorry, Julie.
You know where we are, Julie. If you need anything, anything, we'll be there for you.
And Sophie, how's our little baby cooking?
Can we get on with the show, please?
Well, she's nice and pregnant.
I know she is. She's huge. She's huge.
Huge from day one.
I know she was. She was 20 minutes pregnant and she was out
she
here.
Was already look as though she was ready to drop.
I can't come on tonight, but she'd look to another night time.
I saw that, okay. I was just going to say.
That's fine.
Well, anywho, tonight, welcome everybody. One and all.
Everybody.
Anybody and everybody's welcome here. We don't care. Everybody can come in.
Except the scammers. We don't want
Except the spammers, like Michael said, who can... Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, and it were broken.
Oh. The shop should replace it, dear, if it's broken.
Yes. If not, send for us.
Yep.
The Rotherham Mafias.
Excuse me, I'm not in Rotherham.
Rotherham and Doncaster Mafia.
It's wiggling.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Suzanne, we are very fussy. Anyway, right. Normal order of service tonight. We shall open in prayer. Pam will give us a poem. We will do our bit. Pam will say the good night prayer. Auntie Jean will do the singy song.
The night
For a night song.
Yes.
Night song.
And you'll have to excuse me if I keep turning my mic off, people. I've just come down today with a horrible cold, and don't know if I'm bitting or bobbing or coming or going or what I'm doing. So, you know.
Sorry, I was going for that.
Yeah. I am so pleased it went well.
Yeah, I'm pleased it went as well as it could, Julie.
Yeah.
I know these things aren't nice, but
I'm glad that things went well for you, Doug.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I know we are going to get on with the show later, but
Sure.
It's glass. It's called glass polish, and it's
very
very,
nice.
very transparent. It's lovely.
Oh, very nice.
So, shall we do the opening prayer followed by the Lord's Prayer, please? And blend our energies together. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the privilege of allowing us to gather together in your name tonight. Father, as always, we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts, and that at the end of this evening we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours. Father, I ask that the veil be lifted between the two realms to allow the guides for Jean, Irene, and myself to step forward to support and inspire us through this short service. And Father, I now hand this service into your loving care and keeping. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Right. This is a new one. You've not heard it before. I wrote it on the 3rd, and I've called it That Broken Road.
Oh.
In life we walk many paths. Some are close and narrow, some have many gaps. Some are smooth and even, others have holes and are rough. And soon we start to learn that life can be very tough. Some roads you go down can cause hurt and pain, like the twists and turns of a narrow lane. As we grow, we decide where we want to go. Is it going to be a smooth ride, or are we going down that broken road? Walking through life has twists and turns, and with each one there's a chance to learn. Some things you learn can cause trouble and strife. Other times it is smooth and calm, like flying a kite. Some days that broken road will be a bumpy ride. Each bump has a problem, a secret to hide. As you go over every rut and hole, it's not what's on top, it's what lies below. As adults, we find narrow roads and corners sharp, and finding your way back can be dangerous and hard. Sometimes in tangled undergrowth you can get caught. That will pull you up, making the journey short. You may have to pick up some pieces and carry a heavy load, so please be very careful when you go walking down that broken road.
Oh,
that's
lovely.
nice, Irene.
I like that.
Thank
And
you.
we have a second poem.
Oh, do we now?
Yes.
And never bite your dentist's hand when he works in... Oh, bless you, Michael. Oh.
Can I just say, Angela's been posting some gorgeous pictures of her dog, Annie, who passed away recently.
Aww.
When she was a puppy. And I just want, Angela, she was gorgeous. There was a picture of them all, the puppies, with legs over the side of a box,
Oh.
poking their head up. And they're all up here somewhere, and then you get to the end, and there's this little teeny tiny one down here, and she says, "Our Annie was the dog."
Oh, bless.
Oh.
The little one on the end, and it was beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Seuss. Oh, he's nicked it off Dr. Seuss, but bless you. Okay. Do either of you lovely ladies have a link? Because while I do this, because I'm going to paste the link, because we haven't done this for a while.
Go on then. Irene, have you got a link, darling?
Not at the moment, sweetheart. I think
Right.
I tried to get
We'll
through
keep
the
talking. Phil. Come on, Phil.
Right, hang on a minute.
Oh, go
I've
on
got
then.
somebody coming forward. Oh dear. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Right.
Oh, look, he's even giving her a hot sweat already.
I know. It is a gentleman actually that's coming forward.
How did I know
And
that,
he's-
Irene?
Pardon?
I say, how did I
Yeah.
know that? I must be
Well,
psychic.
you must be psychic, yes, darling. No, you must be spiritual, not psychic, darling.
That's correct.
Right. I've got a gentleman coming forward, and as he's coming forward, he's telling me that he was very spiritual when he was on Earth plane, and he wanted to practice as a medium, but he didn't get the chance because it passed beforehand, and he's now watching from the other side, and he's seeing how mediums here on Earth plane still do things because he wants to learn. Okay, he wants to learn how to be a guide. Now, he's not giving me a name as yet, but he says this. He's talking about 3 in the family. I don't know if that's mum, dad, and 1 child, 3 children, 3 grandchildren. I don't know. And he's talking about being a dad. So he was a dad. Okay, and he was about to become a grandfather, but he never saw the new baby. I haven't got a clue who this is for, ladies and gentlemen, and he's not giving me a name, so I can't tell you. I'm 6 foot. He's not quite as tall as me. He's about 5'8", 5'10", and his legs were longer than his body. That is definitely me. Your dad had 3 kids. Okay, Danielle, we'll go with you. Right, okay. Right, okay. Let's just see, Daniela, where we go with this then, sweetheart. Okay. Can you take the fact that he was very spiritual, Daniela, and that he wanted to learn how to be to do what we do, to do mediumship or another something spiritual he wanted to do, because he's talking about having bits and pieces around his house. So I'm taking right, he didn't see his grandkids. Right, okay, that's lovely. But he wants you to know that he's with you, sweetheart. Okay, if this is for you, he just wants you to know that he's around you and he's coming around you for a reason, but he's not telling me why. I don't know if it's because you need healing or if you're it's been hectic. Oh, bless you, thank you. Right, he's saying, will you slow down a little bit if you can, please? Because he's just sort of saying that he wants you to slow down because you're wearing yourself out, sweetheart. Would that make sense, Daniela? Because you've got so much on your plate at the moment. Well, there was one who was spiritual. He never really spoke about stuff. Right, thank you, sweetheart. So that's what he must mean by the way he's talking about the bits and bobs and the stuff that's coming around, sweetheart. Right, okay. So he's talking about you, sweetheart, and he's wanting to just say to you, slow down and have a rest because you're running yourself out of energy. I don't know if you're feeling weary, but it's making me feel weary. It's making me feel very tired. And I just feel as though I want to go to sleep because I'm doing too much, sweetheart. Okay. Right. He's trying to make my kids have a good. Oh, bless you. Oh, well, I'll send you some healing, sweetheart. Okay. Right. And he's picking up on that tiredness, sweetheart, because he's saying that you need to rest, darling. I know it's hard when you've got children and grandchildren, and I know that they put on you a lot sometimes, but you need time for you, darling. He's saying sit down, put your feet up, have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, whichever you prefer, and just breathe, just chill, and just sort of take time for you, sweetheart. Okay. Right. Would you understand why he's telling me about Roy Rogers? He was the cowboy, wasn't he, with Trigger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roy Rogers and Trigger.
Right. He's talking about Roy. It was, you might not remember it, Daniela, but it was on when I was young, which was yes, all them years ago, only yesterday. It was a program on the television. But he's talking. Would you understand where this gentleman liked cowboy films? Because he's talking about the westerns, like with John Wayne and all those sort of people, and he's specifically saying Roy, Roger, and Trigger. So you must. Oh, right. Oh, bless. Well, there's the confirmation. Bless you. Thank you. Oh, John Wayne.
I used to call that Stuart John Wayne.
Oh, bless.
Oh, God.
Right. Okay, then. Oh, that's made me smile. And he's smiling, but I think that's why he must have brought it in, sweetheart. But can you tell me why he's giving you a Stetson, one of the cowboy hats? He's putting it on your head, sweetheart. Oh, she wore a cowboy hat.
That's it.
Oh, bless you. Oh, that's made my, and the boots.
Oh,
right,
does she do
okay.
line dancing?
I was just about to
Yeehaw.
say. I was just about to say, is the line dancing in there as well, sweetheart? Because he's trying to do line dancing, but he's getting all his feet and his hands all mixed up together. So I don't know if Mum did line dancing, but oh dearie me, he's just showing me. You hate the fact that she wears them. Well, everybody to their own, sweetheart. As long as she gets some enjoyment out of it, that's better, because we aren't all the same. It would be boring if we were, darling. Right? He's just making me laugh with the way that he's describing it all. That's all, sweetheart. But he just wants to. Oh, he wanted you to smile, sweetheart. That's why he's brought all this in, because he's saying it's a long time since he's seen that lovely smile of yours, Daniela. Okay, so he wants you to sit down and have a rest, or have a nice. Her excuse. She does it.
Never heard of like that.
I haven't.
That's first one for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid I'm with Mum, because I've got my Stetson and cowboy boots upstairs as well, so I don't wear them much
All
these
right.
days. But I've still got them.
Give that to yourself.
Yeah,
That's
No,
private, Irene.
when I go line dancing.
oh, that's what she's telling us.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
Makes me
there
smile
you
at
go.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's what they do. They listen in, and he's just laughing his socks off here, bless him. He really has. But he's also wanting you to know, Danielle, that he's okay. I don't know if you've been asking questions about him, sweetheart, or sending prayers up or messages up, but he's heard them, and he's trying to help you, sweetheart, because there's something going on around you. He's not telling me what it is, but he's saying that you need a little bit of help with. So he's sending spirit to help you, sweetheart, and he's around you a lot lately. If you see things that move or you hear noises, he's talking about it comes with an aftershave smell. And he's saying when you smell the aftershave, you'll know it's around you, sweetheart. Okay, and it's okay, darling. Is right. He's going to go now, sweetheart, because he wants to go and talk to Tony or Jean. So he's just said, can I pass you on to Tony or Jean? So I'm going to ask Tony or Jean, see if they've got anything, sweetheart. And I've just got to give you a lovely, great big heart from this gentleman, sweetheart. And they're all made out of white roses, and it's in a heart shape. And he's leaving that with you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for working with me, and thank you for making me laugh. Bless her. Bless him.
Tony's going to come on, but can I just say a night to Sophie? Night, Sophie. God
Yeah.
Night,
bless.
Sophie.
She says
God
the
bless.
kids won't go to bed, so she's got to run.
Right.
Daniela, when Irene was saying about the situation you've got going on, I know Irene was being delicate because she didn't want to open anything up and bring anything out into the open. But Dad came over to me and he's been very naughty and he's just saying, tell her there's grass snakes in the grass. There's grass snakes in the grass. So you would understand where certain people aren't being quite as open and honest with you as perhaps they could be. And that there are also, he's telling me, some people around you who he's saying friendships and things should be 50-50. 50% of the effort coming from each person, like ours.
Fine.
But he's saying it's like 90% coming from you and 10% coming from them. And yet when it comes to the give and take in a relationship, 90% of the giving's being done by you and 10% of the giving's being done by them as well. So it's not balanced and there's more going from you to them than them to you. And he's saying, just be careful, sweetheart, just be careful. Right. How can I put this delicately?
She's saying there's a person who is her friend who she doesn't trust, and she had the feeling that something wasn't right.
Okay, well, Dad's obviously got a similar feeling to you, but you're okay. I know you said it was your mum who's quite spiritual but doesn't like to talk about it. But Dad's saying you're like him, very intuitive. So your dad would get gut feelings about people and instincts about things. And it was a bit strange that stuff he thought wasn't good really turned out not to be good. And, things like that. I think what he's trying to say is he was intuitive about situations and people and almost like he had predictions about things and they would come true. And that's what's he's coming through with for me. And he's saying, you're like that as well. But trust your gut because you're still being too soft with people, sweetheart. And you're like, oh, I don't want to cause an argument. And he's saying, come on. If it hurts the feelings,
Sometimes you've got to speak up, haven't you?
It's tough. I won't put the other T word at the end of it that he said, but he's saying it's tough. So, yeah. All right. Who likes birds? Who likes birds, sweetheart? Because he's talking about somebody bird watching and feeding birds and things like this, and I can see little grey tits and blue tits and things coming and pecking seeds, and he's just talking about this. Also, I know you've been talking about COVID and things, sweetheart, but he's talking about the younger ones that need some upliftment and healing, and he's passing that across as well. And he's saying he's given them all the upliftment and healing that he can from where he is. You've got robins in your back garden, right? Okay, that's fine. He was talking about the birds and feeding the birds. Well, will you feed them, please, sweetheart? Robins like mealworms and things.
Yeah, they do. I think.
So if you don't feed the birds, sweetheart, your dad's saying chuck some bits out for them. All right. Right. Okay. What else have you got, darling? Before you go, Daniela is closing my throat up, and I feel like I need to trying to clear my throat. Would you understand, please, where somebody either got a throat issue or is I can't speak. Somebody must really have a problem with their throat or had problems with their throat because he's closing my throat up and it's feeling a bit uncomfortable. So if it's down here, please, we'll pass some healing across. But I feel like he's talking. There's somebody in spirit who had a problem with. Oh, right. Okay. Right. That's it. Then I was going to say there's one in spirit and there's one here because he's splitting it for me. All right, darling. Well, he's passing healing across there as well, but for your little one, and we'll put her in our healing books as well. Okay. There you go. Daniela, would you understand Tiger Lily? I know one of your daughters is called Lily, but did you joke about calling her Tiger Lily or something? Because he's talking about Tiger Lily, and he's shown me the character out of Hiawatha because she was called Tiger Lily as well. And he's saying somebody dressed up as a Native American. Somebody must have had a dressy up box and they had a headband with a feather in it and they used to play
Might have been a
cowboys
mum.
and Indians and things. So, yeah.
Might have been a mum.
Might have been. All right. The only other thing I'm getting, sweetheart, as he's leaving me is I know I talked about Tiger Lily, but I can smell lilies. So somebody must have liked the flower lilies as well. She's called Ivy, but I call the princess. River Lily. So, okay, yeah. Okay. I got that wrong. It was mine.
She dressed up though for a charity event.
Oh, right. Okay. That's fine. I can smell lilies, but I can also smell albus oil. I don't know if he's thinking for the little one to help her breathe in.
Yeah, because it does
on a hanky under the pillow because I can smell albus oil.
Yeah,
it's really strong. Don't ever apply it to the skin, but drop it on a handkerchief, fold it over, and put it under our pillow just for because it does help me when I've got asthma.
It does help because I've used it.
I put it in, the burners as well, and it really helps. But I will leave his love with you, sweetheart. He's a lovely energy. I've worked with him before. He's absolutely wonderful. But thank you so much, Daniela, for working with us.
I've only got a little bit because they've give you everything, Daniela. But I've been singing, and Tony can hear to promise you this. But you know the Dirty Dancing song? Will you still love me tomorrow? I've been singing that because I've been having my tea at Tony's. And since my tea and Tony switched this on, I've been singing that song, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So you must be able to understand somebody who like Dirty Dancing or the words in Dirty Dancing, sweetheart, because it's just coming out here. So I hope you can understand that because it's just been going round in my head. I bet Tony's fed up of me singing it.
Yeah, one of my favourites as well. The
Right.
original one.
So you were meant to come on, sweetheart, and get a message because I must have been driving him mad because that's all I've been singing, sweetheart. But there's love there from Spirit, and can I just give you love, sweetheart, from a lady, probably Nan or something, because she's just saying, tell her I love her and I'm always there. So I hope you can understand that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Wants to get married to the song from Dirty Dancing.
Well,
you do when you get married, sweetheart.
And can you just show us a video, the last bit where he picks her up?
He picks you up.
Yeah, and carries you down. Yeah.
I'm going to listen to that tonight, she says.
Right. But I got that so strong, sweetheart, because you can ask Tony. I've been singing it just after his tea, so you were meant to be on. This lady wants to send a love, sweetheart, and says she's here. Just talk to her. So I don't know, we're probably looking at a Nan, sweetheart. Grandma. Lovely lady, but I've got to say you wouldn't cross her because she's saying, yeah, but you don't cross me. So I do believe that just the look of this lady, you know if you've done wrong, darling. Okay, so I will leave you with that. Please practice the Dirty Dancing. And then when you do decide to get married, can you put it on YouTube so we can see it?
Yes, it needs to be on YouTube.
Absolutely.
And if you don't put it on, I will. We've got Anne-Marie backstage. There is one more space, so if anybody wants to come on screen for a reading, the link should be pinned at the bottom of the comments section. So if anybody wants to pop on, you're welcome. I'll remove the link because once you get a few people backstage, all the controls start getting messed up and I can't see.
Daniela, you've just put that on, sweetheart. I wish my daughter was here. I'm going back when I was a lot younger and my kids were little. And I don't drink now at all, but then I did have a little drink. And me and my husband tried it, the lift, and we just fell flat on us. He fell on his back, I fell on top of him, and kids were in hysterics. So please practice it, because we tried it and we both looked a right fool.
Practice it like they did. Get in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Oh,
hot tub.
Suzanne, I'm really sorry, but Tara Biggs beat you to it. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
She's gone. Anyway, I
it.
didn't do it. But Tara, welcome. I can see you backstage and I can see Anne-Marie. So next time, remind me, Jean.
You're
next
the first
time,
one.
I'll send you the link and then we'll have one person backstage. I just thought we hadn't done this for a while. So I thought we'd have people on screen.
Paula's just put a video.
Oh, wow.
Well, dirty dancing means a lot tonight.
Wow. Yeah.
And this should be fun because Anne-Marie is as daft as us. Aren't you, darling?
I'm dafter.
We're going to say it might be a bit after Tony. Now I've seen the face and I can recognise the face.
Yeah.
So,
but welcome to the Madhouse. All right, can I start, please? Would you mind? I'm sorry. I know, but somebody's just jumped in.
No, you feel free.
Somebody's just jumped in.
You're not into dirty dancing, no, you're an up and all this.
Yeah.
We're all into dirty dancing tonight.
I want to see you two do it.
Oh, well, you couldn't do it then.
I would
Yeah.
money to see that.
We'll practice a bit first.
And nobody puts baby in a corner.
No, they don't put me in a corner. They might put him in corner.
Oh, no. No one puts Tony in a corner.
Oh, I don't know. You
Right.
won't have to put up with him.
I had a gentleman that stepped forward, Anne-Marie, and as this gentleman stepped forward, he's really pushed a really strong energy onto me. So this gentleman would be a really... Again, like I said, nobody puts baby in a corner. This gentleman would be like that. It's like you wouldn't find him sitting in a corner of a pub on his own somewhere. He'd be in the middle of everything. And if there was rowdiness going off somewhere, you would know he would be in among it somewhere. And this is just the energy I've got. And he's coming in really close, sweetheart. So there's a really close, strong heart link with yourself.
Yeah.
Because he's just given me this real strength. And I'm not going to make it up, but I know you've put photographs up today of the little one and things. And he's saying that's why he's here now, because he wants you to know that he's here and he's fine. And I can feel that energy coming in as well, sweetheart. And I've got to say, he's lovely. He's lovely. He's a positive, really. I'm burning up. He's coming through with so much positivity and so much energy because he's here and he's saying he's around all the time. The little one is around all the time. I'm saying little one, he's not, because we're all energy and energy has no age. So when you transition to spirit, you return to energy, and so your energy, that's it. But that's how he's presenting himself to me, just so that you understand that reference.
Yeah.
But he's saying he's around, and he's been around and supporting through everything you've had to go through to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
All right. Would you understand either a crystal angel or a glass angel?
Yeah.
Because he's just put this angel in front of me and it looks like a glass angel, but I don't know if it's glass or crystal, but he's got this angel and he's just given me that. And a very small teddy bear.
Yeah, I've got the teddy bear.
A very small teddy bear, because he's got that as well. All right, sweetheart. And I want to go pat a cake. Pat a cake. I don't know why that's significant, but he's singing pat a cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. You know, that rhyme, that nursery rhyme. So I don't know where that fits, but that's coming in as well. I know I said this to Daniela as well, but would you watch, please, where somebody's not quite as straightforward as they appear?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah.
right, because unless there's something in it for them, you
Yeah.
know, and where some people might charge you a tenner for something, they might charge you 20 or 25, or and that's what
Yeah.
that's what he's just saying. Bless you. Oh, Irene normally works with music, but I've got right. I've got Kylie Minogue. I'm a huge Kylie fan. Singing "I'm Spinning Around."
Mm.
Right. Okay. You understand it then, but also would you understand it metaphorically, where you felt? I know you've just had a business set up, but you felt like you've just been spinning and getting
Yeah.
nowhere. And like I just don't know what to do next because I'm just that much in a knot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But he says she's slowed down a bit now. She's still going, but she's slowed down a bit now. All right. So I know you're chasing your tail, and it's hard work getting a business up and running. We did it, and never again, never again.
Oh no, I'm not doing this again.
So. Oh, I'm sorry. He's been very naughty. This is the sense of humour I'm getting through as well. Would you? You must be able to understand either currently or previously where you've worked with a person and the family. Oh God, I don't want to say this.
Just say it.
Doing what the family wanted to do, she ended up looking like Mrs. Slocum off Are You Being Served? Because it's just said, I'd have left her as she was. Well, it's like, I don't know if she had purple hair or blue hair or something, but it just, and the lipstick and everything, and it was just like, oh no, I can't leave her looking like that, but that's what the family wanted. All right. Bless. Takes no thought. Right, okay. Oh God, I'm getting emotional. You would understand as well, please, one a client that had not had the best passing in the world, and it was a long time before they were found. And
Yes.
this is quite a young person as well.
Yeah.
And he's saying, "I've got him and he's okay. I've got him and he's okay. All right."
Yeah.
Bless. But oh, sweetheart, you'd be so proud of him. You'd be so proud of him because he says that's his job now to help those that have had a difficult transition. That's his job now, and he helps. And that's why he couldn't stay, because he had a job to do.
Yeah, I got that.
He had a job to do, and so he went straight back. All right. I'm going to cry.
But I got that straight away.
Yeah, he's saying, but I had that job to do, and it's wonderful, and not to mourn. I know we do, but you know, but that's what he does, and he's helped so many people. Bless you. I've got to give you a white rose.
Yeah.
I've got to give you a single white rose. And his booties. I don't know if his booties went with him, but he's saying, I've got my booties.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, but why? I'm not going to tell you that, but I've got your booties.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's talking about a little box of memories.
Memory box. I call them memory boxes.
Things like, I don't know if he's showing me his hospital band and some footprints as well.
And the clip off the card. There's all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking about all this,
Sorry for
sweetheart.
butting in, but
I know.
I'm seeing what you're
We're on the
seeing.
same link, and he's bombarding me with all this stuff because he's excited that he's talking to you.
He's a little whirlwind.
He is. He's all right. What else? Because I'm going to have to pass you on now, because otherwise I'll be here all night, because he's lovely and I could sit with his energy all night. 23rd of a month, he just wants to put in there quickly. And it looks to me like a little posy of carnations that I want to talk about as well. A little posy of carnations. And I know I've given you a crystal angel, but a little stone angel as well, because for a minute I thought it was a weeping angel, Doctor Who, but it's not. It's a stone angel, I can see.
Yeah.
All right. And he says, Nanny and... Say that again, darling. It sounded like Nanny and Gramps.
Grumps.
Sorry, it sounded like
Grumpy.
Gramps, but Nanny and Gramps got me. Nanny and Gramps got me. I thought he was saying. So they came and took him, sweetheart. Okay. I will leave his love with you and see if Irene and Jean are picking up. I know Jean is, because I can feel the link.
Well, I've got some of the things with you.
Okay, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me work with you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
God bless you. God bless you.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hiya, sweetheart.
Yeah.
First of all, can I just say well done with what you've achieved and what you're doing?
Thank you.
All right. Because you're, this sounds silly, but you're in the right job.
Yeah.
Can you understand that? Because they're just saying the job fits you well.
Yeah. I tried a lot of other jobs, but nothing felt right.
This fits you well. And this is what this gentleman's saying. This is where you're meant to be. Okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
definitely.
And he's just saying that. And like, you shouldn't keep saying things like this. But he's saying you're the one that can help the family.
Yeah.
You know, you're understanding and you're caring, and it takes a lot to do a job what you're doing. Not everybody could do that, but you're the right one for it. Okay, I know that as he's coming in, I know I've picked up a lot what Tony said about the little trinkets and things like that. What you've got, but what they show me, sweetheart, I don't know if you're having something as a memorial or something like that. But they're showing me different things getting put in different places.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? It's not just all in one place. It's made lovely, and it's all made in different places. And they also make you aware of the candles, darling, and things like that. I know what job you do, but I'm not on about, take the job side away, I'm on about you personally.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep going about that. This is you. All right, sweetheart. And they're talking about that. And they've just given me a packet of love hearts. You know, the love heart sweets. But everyone wants the opening up is I love you or my sweetheart. And the them type of sweets, you don't seem to be getting the ones can I just put plain, because they've all got nice meanings, but you're getting the I love you and you're my sweetheart. And he's just singing to me that you are my sunshine. So there's got to be that there for you, darling, because they're beaming you, they're lighting you up, and you just lit up like a rocket, because that's it's as if you're a spark and you've got these lights coming off you.
Mary's energy as well.
Yeah, and this is just what they're doing. And I know Tony gave you, I don't know if it was 21st, but can I give you 23rd? Can I give you the 21st? Sorry then. And can I also give you March, darling? Because they're fetching that in as well. And I've also got to take you to the month of September and October.
Yep.
Okay. And I know, all right, sweetheart. And I can hear a dog, so I do know there's a dog with this little one as well. Because they're talking about the dog.
Yep.
All right. Because he's right excited. He's really excited that he's got this dog to play with, type of thing. And he's really giddy and, you know, doing all the things what a kiddie would do, you know, with this dog. And he's playing with it, and he's just wanting to say, I'm all right, you know. But he's getting looked after, and he's getting looked after well. So you no need to worry about that side of it, sweetheart, okay? Can I just say to you as well, I know I've given you the 21st, but they've just drawn me I know it's 13th, I think, the 12th, darling. And they've also mentioned 20 past 6, 20 past 6 I keep hearing. So there's something to do with 20 past 6. I don't know if it's
Time he was
early
born.
hours. Thank you. Because that's what they're talking about, darling, here. So you know that everything's coming together. I know
Yeah.
Tony gave you a rose, and I'm not very good with flowers, as everybody knows. But can I just give you, and it's so, well, it's not silly, but I've got to give you a buttercup, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I've got to give you a buttercup.
Yeah.
Tony gives you a nice flower, I'm giving you a buttercup. Well, the buttercup's lovely.
Yeah.
But they're giving me,
Hello, Emily.
I'm Michael.
so they're giving you this buttercup, sweetheart, okay. And I know that somebody's mentioned about tattoo or something different, unusual. I hope you can understand that, because this is going to be unusual to what normal people, that don't sound right. But you know, not everybody goes for a vine or a face, or this is something a bit different.
Yep.
All right.
Already got it. Hang on.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I didn't see it. Honest to God, I didn't see it.
I didn't notice
All I
it.
know is they said it was something different than flowers and things like that.
Yeah, it's a rosary bead with Winnie and Tigger on the top.
Right.
Oh, that is so cute.
I can honestly say I didn't see it, sweetheart.
I didn't see it.
It didn't come from that, because that's all I can see is, you know, this bit. I couldn't see your arms. So that shows you just how close they are being to you. But they are also saying, sweetheart, we don't drink, but for some reason I don't know what's coming up, but I'm holding like a champagne flow and I'm saying cheers. So there's got to be something coming up, a celebration.
We had a drink last week to celebrate the company's first funeral.
Right, so that's where the flows come in then, darling.
Yeah.
Because I've got the champagne flows and they're just saying, you know, I'm going to say well done, but that's how it's coming across, okay? This gentleman, is bless him, he would be a character, I have got to say. And he would have fit in really well because where he is. But he's so lively with it. He's so lively. You know, really got that thing about him, and you take after him. You take after him. All right.
Yeah.
I hope that's been okay, darling. I'm going to leave that with you, darling, because of time getting on. But I'm going to say thank you so much for letting us work with you.
No, that's fine. You're welcome.
You're bringing your loved ones.
Yeah.
Without you,
lovely energies.
It's bringing your loved ones forward, darling.
Yeah.
I haven't really got a lot, Anne-Marie, because Jean and Tony have said it all. But when Tony gave you the Kylie song, I saw an old-fashioned spinning top and whip. I don't know if you're probably too young to remember them, but
no, I remember them.
Well, I've got 2 or 3 of these, and I've got somebody, you know, like they used to do plates on sticks and spinning round. Well, I got these, only they were spinning tops with the old-fashioned whip on them. But I think, again, this is all to do with the fact that you've just started your own business. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I just hope everything, I just want to wish you luck with it, that's all, because it is going to go well for you, sweetheart.
Oh,
you know, it's going to be hard work, but
it already is.
Yeah, well, you're not afraid of hard work. I mean, Tony set a business up. I had my own business, and we know what it's like. It's not easy, you know. But if it, you know, once you get up there, word of mouth and getting up there, that's the thing. Once you've got up there, it's easy to get up there, but then it's easily destroyed if you're not careful.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But, I'm getting loads of hand clapping from spirits. You've got friends and family here that are just going like that and saying, well done for working through it and getting it up and running. Okay. And that's basically all I've got for you, sweetheart. So thank you so much for working with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
God bless.
Sorry, I don't know what happened then. My mic was muted.
No, you keep freezing, you and Jean, and I don't keep freezing.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. And Marie did as well for a couple of times as well. Thank you, Suzanne and Jane, for your kind words. I am suffering. I've come down with this horrible cold, but I'm okay. Thank you for caring.
Ed's going to rub a chest later.
No, he only thinks he is.
You're lowering the tone again, Mrs. Pearson. Thank you very much, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lovely.
Lovely to see you.
I'll drop you backstage.
All
and
right
bring
then.
Tara up.
Bye-bye,
See you later,
darling.
sweetie.
God
See
bless.
you
Bye.
later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, dear.
I'll bring Tara up, and if you two
Yeah, we'll
want
start it off. Yeah.
to make a start. Oh,
Just so you know, Mrs. Pearson, I don't have goose grease in the
Well,
house.
I wouldn't have it on my chest neither, Irene.
No.
Vix will do as well, but Vix what, I don't know. But I will
Well-
leave that with you. And here's Tara.
Hi.
Tara.
Hello, you're
Hi,
looking
Tara.
well.
Hello.
Hello,
I hope you get to
How are
feeling
you?
better soon.
Thank
I'm
you.
good.
Thank
Good.
you.
You look well.
Just excuse me for one moment. I've just got
Yeah,
to.
just got to
I'll be
take
2
this.
seconds.
Oh yeah.
Right then, Tara, let's
Sorry.
see, sweetheart, where we go, shall we? Just bear with me then, because I know I've got a lady what comes in, sweetheart, what comes in close to you, and I've got to say at the moment she's a bit emotional, so I don't know if that's how you're feeling, but this lady is, I don't know if it's, I'm going to say Nan, I don't know, but she's coming in on that link, sweetheart, okay? I do know this lady, she would be a strong lady, but at the time she would have stepped back a little bit. Can you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, darling. Because it's as if she wants to be at the front, but when she's a bit unsecure, she'll step back. And this is just how she's coming in. But she's trying to bring you a lot of comfort, sweetheart, and a lot of support at the moment. So I don't know what's going off around you. She's not telling me, and it's private, but she's trying to bring that in for you, sweetheart, okay? And she's also making as though there's a distance between someone. So I don't know if you've had words or a little fallout where, you know, at a minute you've gone separate, or they have, okay, because they're saying things will change. Okay, darling, that's
Okay.
wherever you want to go with that, but things will change. The only thing she's saying to me as well is be careful.
Okay.
Be careful, all right, with this person. So I hope you can understand that as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, that's great. I don't know why I've got a bunch.
Jean and Tony, if you can hear me, your microphone is bitting and you're freezing again. We can't hear all the words, sweethearts. So I don't know what the problem is. But you keep freezing and we can only hear part of your words, sweetheart.
All right.
All right.
And Tara, and also, like
Okay.
with all of the people,
And now you're going as well, Tara.
Oh, dear.
You've
Oh.
frozen as
No,
well.
Tara's all right for us.
I can see you guys good.
Yeah, I can see you and I can hear you fine.
You went all pixely.
Oh, dear.
It was doing that really bad, but it's not no
Was it?
more.
All right.
I normally give, you know, Tara, I don't know my flowers, sweetheart. These will give you a nice bunch of flowers. But for some reason, I've got a bush. So I don't know if you've talked about planting a bush or there's a new bush being planted or something. It might be a tree, I don't know. But that's what I'm getting. Not a bunch of flowers for you, darling.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. She's giving me this. And I don't know whereabouts it is. But can you understand where the bird's nest is? Why she's talking about a bird's nest? Did somebody cut trees down and there were nests in it or something? Because she's showing me a bird's nest.
Storm blew through.
Right.
A storm blew through and it knocked it down.
Oh,
well, it's not fine, but it can't be helped, can it? But I just know I could see this bird's nest, what she was fetching, sweetheart. Okay. I know this lady, I don't know if you was called after her, but your name has come from someone in spirit. You've got your name from either someone in spirit which belongs to the family or it's a middle name of someone. Because they're talking about your name, it's been passed on.
My name. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can see you, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My name is from Ireland, but my mom always liked it, and then she heard it and Gone with the Wind.
That's where the name.
And my middle name is Lee, from Vivian Lee, who played Scarlett O'Hara.
Right. I just know it's been come on. This name's been passed off from something, so I'll accept that, sweetheart. That's fine. Okay, because she's fetched that in, and I don't know what you're buying new or you've looked at something new, but she's saying if you've got the money and you can get it, then get it. All right. She's done to it every now and then to treat ourselves. All right, because we always spend on other people and we forget about ourselves. And she's saying no. Think about you. If you want it, darling, you'll get it if you can afford it. All right. Just work out everything and make sure that way. I don't know about your career, sweetheart, but there's just mentioning your career, so I don't know if you're a bit unsettled or you think you could do more, or there's something to do with your career.
Yeah, it's a big part going on right now. I'm gonna hopefully, if it works out, I'll be taking over the store I work
That's
at.
okay then. I know there's something to do with your career, darling, and things
Mhm.
moving. All right,
Yes,
because she's fetching that in as well for you. We've just been on about this. I've got to give you cheese on toast. She's just
Yeah.
given you a cheese sandwich, cheese toasty.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what she's just said here, cheese toasty. So if you can understand that, that's great, darling, because she said that.
I can.
And also, I've got all food now. And I've got beans on toast as well.
Beans on
Beans on toast. So I don't know who likes the beans on
I'll
toast.
have to think on that one.
Have a think, sweetheart. They might like it, they might not like it. But she's just given me a slice of bread after the cheese toast. If I've got beans on this one.
Okay.
All right.
I'll have to think on that one.
Please think about it. Can I give
Yes,
you the
ma'am.
month of July as well, darling? She's talking about the month of July, sweetheart. I don't know if it's a birthday or a passing. She's just saying it's an anniversary, so it can be one of those. And that's in the month of July.
Okay.
She's also mentioning the month of May. She's talking about the month of May as well. And I don't... Can you understand? No, you can. She's showing me an horse or a pony. So can you understand where somebody had a strop about getting an horse or a pony, or they got what they wanted?
Oh, a horse.
A horse. I just know one or other. I know one's bigger than others. I've been used to horse riding. But mine were a pony because I were only little. But she's talking about that, sweetheart, as well. But she's just said, but I'm sorry about this, as she's saying it, but you knew how to get, when you were little, what you wanted.
Yes, ma'am.
You could.
That is
you could
true.
work, you could work around and get what you wanted. And she's just talking about it. She's because you know exactly what button to press and how to do it. All right, sweetheart. It's lovely lady, laughing, but like I said, cross her and you'd know about it.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
You did know. And can I just say, darling, that she's took me to my necklace. I know you've got one on, I think, a chain, but I don't know if it's a crossing chain or something else what's on, or you can understand where somebody would have had a wedding ring on a chain for a while.
Yes, ma'am. That was me.
Thank you, because she's saying we leave things for people to wear, not to have them, around. So you could have had it altered and that would have been fine. But she's talking about that as well. She's mentioning your hair. So I'm going to go what she's saying. Have you had it, this is personal, sweetheart, have you had it more blonder?
I used to get highlights years ago, but I haven't done that since then.
Okay, but I know she's making me aware of your hair, darling. Okay. And I thought, well, that's a bit personal, but she said, no, say it should be all right about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So she's saying that. And I don't know why she's talking about the push bike, sweetheart. I don't know if you've thought about getting on a push bike and just cycling away for a bit. Or it could be a push bike.
Like a bicycle? Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
So I don't know if you've thought about going cycling or if it's an exercise bike, but it's something to do with like exercise, that type of thing going on.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's fetching that in, darling. All right.
I've been wanting to go on trails. I want to get my bike and go on trails and stuff, go through nature. I love it.
Right, this is what she's on about then, sweetheart. So get it out, get it dusted, and off you go. All right.
Ma'am.
Don't keep saying it. Get it out, get it dusted, and off you go.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. She's because it'll do you good. Because you'll be out in that fresh air, whether it's, I'm going to say something else then. Whether it's raining, it's windy or anything. But she's just said, it'll blow all them cobwebs away, sweetheart. And that's how
ma'am.
She says it'll blow them away and it'll do you world of good. Oh, she just said, oh, she said, but even though you've got lovely hair, but don't forget your helmet.
My what? I'm sorry.
Your bicycle helmet.
Oh, the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I need to get me one.
We don't talk like you, do we? I talk a bit
common. No. Sorry.
No, it's me. I talk common. But she's saying that not forget your helmet. Forget about your hair. Get an helmet on. Say your hair will look fine after you've done it again later.
Yeah. No.
All right, sweetheart. But it's a lovely lady. She's coming with so much love for you, Tara. And I'm going to say the night with this lady, and lovely for bringing her through for you. Well, you fetched her
Thank
through. not
you.
me.
Yeah.
All right, thank
Thank
you,
you.
sweetheart.
Irene?
Hi, Tara. I had
Hi,
to laugh
honey.
when Jean said helmet, because of course you call them something different over there, don't you? Right. Okay. I've got a gentleman that's come forward. I don't know if he's with this lady, but he's just standing and smiling at you, sweetheart, and he's got this great big smile on his face, and he's just giving me the praying hands. So, would you understand someone who was quite deeply religious and who used to go to church? Not only on Sunday, but was part of the church as well. I'm not sure if he was a pastor or a minister or something like that. But would you understand a gentleman who
Uh,
used to go to church quite a lot?
yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yeah, I can think my father-in-law.
Right.
But
Okay.
he started working so much, like he had to stop going to church so much. But he used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because he had a really big deep faith, and there's somebody down here on earth playing around you who, all if it's not you, who also has a deep faith, because he's showing me the Bible and the prayer book as well. And you would understand where the family Bible is, sweetheart, because he's showing me the family Bible, and it's got
Hmm.
bits of paper inside. I don't know if it's names and births and deaths and marriages or stuff like that, but there's something in between the pages. And I don't know if it's this gentleman that actually put papers in where there were certain passages from the Bible that he liked.
Hmm.
But it's a beautiful Bible, and he's showing it to me. But he's saying things aren't like they were when he was a boy, as they are now. Because there's a lot of, I don't know if it's the same where you are, but in England, there's a lot of churches that have closed because they're not getting the congregations in. But he's
Hmm.
also just come to say that he's proud of you, sweetheart. Proud of the way that you've done yourself and for what you're doing work-wise. And
Hmm.
he's really sort of pushing you forward to hopefully get this promotion that you're wanting. Um,
Yeah.
and I know that you mentioned Ireland earlier, and I don't know if you're planning a trip to Ireland or if you're wanting to go to Ireland, but he's talking about a trip over to Ireland when it's safe to travel, of course,
Hmm.
and maybe looking up some of your ancestors. Would you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I
Right.
do.
Okay then. And he's also bless him. Um, he's given me the Irish shamrock, which is their plant. It's their native plant, and he's giving me a shamrock for you, sweetheart. And he's also there's a song called "All Around My Hat." We wear the green willow, so he's giving me a green willow tree for you, sweetheart. And what he's saying is, you will love Ireland. You will
Oh yeah.
absolutely love it when you go. And while you're there, look up some of your ancestors if you
Yes.
can, if you know where they're from. He's taking me to Galway Bay, so I don't know if that's around there where they were, but he's also
Hmm.
taking me further inland as well. Where are we going? We're going to Connemara, which is inland, and oh wow, okay. There is a stone called the Connemara Stone, and it's like a green, and it's made into jewelry. And
Oh
he's
wow.
saying, look out for it and see if you can
Okay.
bring some back.
Okay.
Yes, it's like a greeny color, and it's got all the flecks of beiges and browns and creams. It's quite pretty actually.
Oh.
But he's talking about the Connemara stone, but he really is wanting you to go and say, look, come on, let's go and do this. He wants
Mhm.
to go because he wants to go with you, but you won't have to
Yeah.
pay for him.
Yeah.
You know. Um, would you understand a child spirit side, sweetheart? I'm not saying it's your child, but I have a child with this gentleman.
Yes, ma'am.
That's been lost in the family. Well, the child is okay because somebody's been asking questions, and the child is absolutely fine and growing up in spirit. Are you okay, darling?
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry.
oh, bless you.
I'm
I'm so
sorry. Yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to
You're
make you
good.
cry.
You're good. No, that's
Oh,
me. I lost a baby. It's
Oh,
okay.
bless you.
Bless
Well, well,
Thank you.
this child
No, don't
is growing up.
apologize, please.
This child is growing up in spirits, and the lady that Jean had and this gentleman is with them. He's got all his spirit family around
Good.
him, and he's growing up in spirits, and he does come to see you when and you don't realize he does. If you suddenly hear like a nursery rhyme playing for no reason, or if you find like ring a roses or something like that for no reason at all, it's because this little one's put it in your head and he's around you, sweetheart. Okay, so it does come and see you in visitation, and you have little things, little treasures from this child as well that you have kept, because he's showing me this little, like a little treasure box, if you like, that you've got things in, and oh, bless you. Come on then, sweetheart. He just wants to say, hi, mommy, I love you.
Oh,
all right,
you
so
too.
there you go, sweetheart. And he's
Thank
saying
you.
when he comes, you will know. There'll be a certain little smell with him, nothing major. It might be baby powder or baby cream or something like that. Or if you feel like a cobweb on your face, or you feel a warmth on your hand, it'll be this little one giving you a kiss, sweetheart.
I
Okay,
feel
have you
like
felt that already?
I like on my hands, it's like a light touch, and like I'll look down thinking it might be a fly or something, and there's nothing. There's nothing.
It's this little one, sweetheart. It's this little
And
one getting in touch with you.
My nose
He's
again.
not giving me. Normally, when they're in spirit, they get a spirit name, but he's not telling me what his spirit name is, and he's not telling me what you named him either. But please know that he's around you, darling. Okay.
I didn't get a chance to name him.
Oh, bless you. Well, he's not telling me what they have named him, what his spirit family have named him, but he's saying that he will come and see you again. When I don't know if this is the first time this little one's been through, but he's a little bit shy, but he's happy. He's happy and he's okay. And it's important for you to know that, sweetheart. All right. And I'm going to leave all his love with you and the gentleman as well. And just, you know, they love you so much. And I've just got to give you some beautiful red roses from both of them. And I'm going to hand you over to Tony and say good night and God bless, darling.
Well,
thank you, honey.
I honestly can't add anything to that, because that's exactly what I was getting. And all the time Irene was talking to you, my nose, somebody was tickling the end of my nose with a and that's the feeling. And now that Irene's given it to you, it's gone. So I've got
bewitched. You know, your nose itches.
I was sat to
mine's itching. It might be bewitched.
But I really can't add anything to that. Just thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to share with us.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, darling.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. God bless. Oh, what a lovely lady.
We've got one more, because Suzanne popped in and then vanished and then came back in. So I sent her a quick message and said, pop back on. So, hi, Suzanne.
That last message for Tara was lovely.
It was gorgeous, wasn't it?
I will reply to your message to friend you on my button.
Yeah. And Anne Marie's as well was beautiful. It was beautiful energies coming through. It really has been tonight.
We do our best, and I think we must be mediums or something. I don't know.
But as I couldn't finish off with Suzanne, because Jean and Irene had said everything that was coming through, and I'm not going to make it up and work psychically and pretend. I want to say with you, sweetheart, I've got a very maternal feeling lady that's coming through. So if it's not mum, it's mum, grandma, or somebody who would have been like a mum or a grandma to you while she was this side of life. As she's coming through, I don't normally get the physicality of the person, but I want to say I'm well covered. She's saying all my bones were padded. So she would have carried a little bit of extra weight here and there. I'm not saying she was huge, but she would carry a bit of weight here and there. And she was quite ample in the chesticle area, because I feel quite heavy around the chest.
You could put a dinner plate on.
Oh, yeah, she said, but she is telling me, sweetheart, that towards the end it did go a bit. So she would have lost some of the weight towards the end of her life because I feel like I'm drawn a little bit and my clothes are a little bit baggier than they should be, she's saying. Okay.
Excuse me, 2 minutes.
Off you go. There she goes.
God, Tony, I'm getting on top of me, yeah. Oh, sorry, I couldn't get that way.
Okay. Are you on?
See what I have to put up with, Suzanne, honestly.
I'm going to put it with.
You've got one
Your tea and then.
You've got one going in the fridge, the other one popping off somewhere.
I know. Right.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
But this lady is such fun. She's such a lovely energy to work with. So she's quite funny. Would you understand a condition of the head, a stroke or a dementia or something in the head that would have caused a bit of confusion at the end of my life as well, please? Because...
If it's who I think it is, I didn't really know a lot about how she passed.
All right, but I just feel a little bit confused, that's all. And my thoughts aren't staying straight in my head. She's talking about the family with 4. I don't know if that's mum and dad and 2 children, but there's 4 connected to a family that she wants to talk about as well. And she's making reference to a grumpy old man.
That could be anyone.
And I'm getting, the Victor Meldrew character that was on One Foot in Your Grave. She's joking and saying he was just like that. Everything was a problem and everything was... But you must understand a gentleman who fits into that character because she's saying he's the grumpy old man, but she's laughing about it and she's saying we wouldn't have him any other way. You must understand as well somebody who passes before the 60s because she's making reference to somebody who passes prior to their 60s. And I'm sorry, but she's wiping my table. So you must understand as well a lady who was quite house proud and a place for everything in its place, because she's bringing this through as well. But she is saying you are a lot like that in that you like everything ordered and there's a process and I like to do things properly. Or you understand somebody here who's like that, who likes everything in its place and... all right. Sweetheart, you must understand why she's saying to me that there's something you've got to get off your chest. Because she's saying, I feel like there's a weight sat here and I need to say something. There's something going on and she's saying you need to get it off your chest. So somebody's either irritating you or there's a situation connected where you're like, oh, for goodness sake, if you don't sort that out soon, I'm going to scream. But this is the way she's wanting me to feel with you. So if you can understand that as well. Okay. Would you understand the 3rd? Because she's just putting 3 in front of me. Either the 3rd or the month of March must be significant for something because she's just popping that in front of me. All right. Okay. We've just had chicken for our dinner, but she's talking about... I could just see a roast chicken sat in front of me and I thought, how odd, we've just had that for dinner. Right, okay, what are you saying? Why have you got me a chicken? Oh, no, it's not. Do you know what it is? It's one of those pot things that you would put your eggs in.
Yeah.
Oh, chicken.
The chicken. Would you understand a lady who had the chicken because she's just took it off and put eggs in it? And I thought, oh, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like saver, whatever it is.
Yeah. Right. Well, she's given me that, sweetheart, and she's also given me a fruit bowl, a wooden fruit bowl. All right. That's all right then. And those horrible. Sorry if anybody's offended. Glass clowns.
Oh yeah.
The ornament, the really tall, thin and it's a clown with a top hat on. My auntie used to have one, and that.
I got one.
Sorry, Irene.
No, it's all right. I've got several. My mum and dad used to collect them.
No, I don't know anyone that had one. Someone might have, but I don't know.
Well, she's putting. Would you wonder if it's not that then, sweetheart? It's somebody who collects clowns or doesn't like clowns, because she's put loads of them now, pop ones and soft toys and just lots of clowns. Anne Marie says she's terrified of them.
I don't like them, though, I'll be honest. Not as ornaments and that.
There is like a tenuous link to clowns, so I'm taking that.
It might be that she's coming through then, because she's throwing that in. But she's also talking about shelves and shelves full of trinkets and bits and pieces. And so I'm going to sound really awful here. My grandma, and she works with me, she comes around, so I'm not talking out of turn. She used to have a big sideboard thing with shelves on it, and she had it full of
little bits and
all sorts of trinkets. And every weekend she'd clear them all out, dust them all, polish them, and then put them all back again. And I used to think, just sling them in a box, because they would save you doing all that polishing. But yeah, you would understand a lady or a family who would have had
lots of ornaments.
Lots and lots of ornaments, yeah.
Yeah.
They collect dust for me, so I don't bother with them. But she's also playing with your glasses, sweetheart. So I don't know if you changed your glasses or you need to change your glasses. But she's talking about the glasses, all right? And I don't like dentists. I'm going next week. I don't like dentists, and I don't like teeth. I'm saying that I do like my dentist. He's a bit dishy. But
well, I can imagine.
That's why I don't mind going to him. But if I had to go anywhere else, I wouldn't. But I've chipped a tooth, so she's bringing this in. But you understand as well somebody who needs a dental appointment or has just had a dental appointment because
I broke a tooth on the Scampi.
Oh, yes, you put it on.
You put it in, yeah. Sorry, I forgot all about that.
About it, yeah.
I bit into a peach and I took a chip out of the front
and a
tooth.
chip, or whatever it were that time I told you.
It was a bread roll. You don't speak to me about teeth, you.
Cost him a fortune.
It did. And a week of agony because I couldn't get a dentist. Right, okay, we've got the dentist. And you must understand somebody connected to you who doesn't do their iron, and this is normally a gene thing. But I've got somebody who's got a pile of ironing, and she's like, I'd have had that done by now. In fact, as she was taking it off the line, she'll have ironed it. But, she's just that organised. As she's leaving me, sweetheart, I've got to give you, bizarrely, I've got a pot with a geranium in it. My auntie used to have them on her bay window, a pot of geraniums and stuff. But I've got to leave you with a pot of geraniums, sweetheart. I don't know if you like geraniums or who likes geraniums, but I've got to leave you with geraniums.
Okay, thank you.
I wish I could give you something nicer than a geranium, but I can't.
Me?
Go on then.
It can give you me. I'm nicer than a geranium.
Go on then.
Can I just say, sweetheart, because while Tony were talking to him about, I don't know if the nerves, I've got somebody who you were with at the moment who gets very nervy because my tummy is doing somersaults. So somebody gets really, it's not insecure, but gets nerves and, how can I put it? My tummy's doing somersaults.
Like butterflies.
Yeah.
Like anxiety?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, I'll put it that way then, because while I'm talking to you, I'm getting right nervous and my tummy's doing somersaults, and this is just either putting this, no, it's not a condition, but this onto you. All right, sweetheart, they're talking about this. Well, she's just laughing about this. She's on about the ironing, and she's saying it should get done, and she would have done it. But she's saying today people don't do that now. They just get to shake by things that don't need ironing. I do. Get to shake and put it away. She says, it would have been a lot easier if we did that when we were younger than stood there for 2 hours ironing with backache. And talking of backache, darling, I don't know if it's yourself or this lady would have had a lot of issues round the back, down, the coccyx and just above, below the kidneys. because they're just giving me all that, sweetheart. And Tony said same. So they're bringing that. So, and I know you suffer with that. She's telling me, so we'll send the healing blanket for you, darling. But this lady's on about as well. I don't know if she'd sit with water bottle on the back, because she's given me a water bottle and she's just said that'll warm it for you, love. So that's what she's just done, give me a water bottle. Okay, so I don't know if that's what you do or she would have done, but that's what she's doing. So try that. Okay, she is mentioning about, I don't know if you've actually heard them yet, umming, but I'm umming. I was going to the toilet. That's where I went, and I'm rumming again. So you must know somebody who would have sung or ummed instead of singing, because that's what I'm wanting to do.
I do that to my grandson.
Right, thank you. Because that's what I dashed off to go to low, and that's what I was doing up and down, and I'm mumming away, and I thought, well, that's not me, other than spirits telling me what to do, and they're doing that. Can I just give you the song, sweetheart? Come in. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Oh my God.
That's right. It's my husband, because they're just telling me that. She says, will you just give her that song? So I've got to give you that, darling.
That's all I think. Well, I don't sing, I hum it to my grandson. And now they're calling me Nanny Twinkle.
Oh,
wow.
What more evidence can you get than that?
Yeah.
But she's just given me that for you, darling. Okay. And she's just saying, you are such, I've got to say, a wonderful person for what you're doing, but not for just your own family, but what you do for others, because you help other people. And you don't, if somebody talks to you, you don't rush off. You give them time to listen. You give them that bit of time, sweetheart, and she wants to thank you for all that you're doing for other people, as well as what you're doing for yourself and your own family. Okay, and I'm going to give you one daffodil. She's just given me one daffodil for you. But you know, I'm like with flowers. Instead of a bunch, she's given me one. I think she thinks it's made it easier. So can I give you a daffodil, darling, from this lady? And I'll say good night and God bless. And thank you for letting your loved ones come through.
Lovely. Like a bit of that twinkle. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hi, Susan. I haven't got a lot for you, sweetheart, because Tony and Jean have said most of it. But I know that Jean gave you the back. But when she gave you the back, I had an awful pain in my hip. So would you understand this person having a bad hip as well? Because it really is awful. Is that you, darling? Oh, bless you.
With my back and my hip.
Oh, bless you. And it's really hurting you, isn't it? Because it is me. It's really painful. So, you've froze on me, Suzanne. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
right. Okay. Oh, that's okay, lovey. Because that's better. Your picture froze for a minute. Right. And I've got this pain going down my leg as well. Right. So
Irene, sorry, I'm just saying bye to everybody because Stuart's come to pick me up.
All right, sweetheart. I'll talk to you tomorrow, darling.
Tony will do the night song, and I'll say goodbye to everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Take care, sweetheart. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah,
you're welcome, Suzanne. Thank you.
I've just got this pain in my leg, and I have trouble walking as well. Would you understand that, sweetheart?
Yeah.
The pain's going down your leg, and because sometimes when you put your foot to the floor, the pain goes right back up your leg again. I don't know if you're seeing anybody about it, sweetheart, but if you're not, you should be. Okay, you need to get something sorted with it, sweetheart, before it gets any worse. And I, like I say, I haven't really got any more. It was just that she came in with that, and I felt warmth on my hips, so I don't know if this lady was touching it, but there's something there. And what's that then? Would you don't understand? It's weird and random. Would you understand somebody who used to work on the fruit and veg market? And I'm talking about Covent Garden here, when it was at Covent Garden. Would you understand somebody in your family way back working on the market? Because they've given me the My Fair Lady, the musical, and it starts off with the Barrow Boys walking the trolleys, and they're shouting something about a Barrow Boy. Would you understand where that is, please, darling?
Yeah, I think on my husband's side.
Right. Okay, that's absolutely fine, sweetheart, as long as you can take it, because it's that proper London Cockney accent similar to yours, but it's really broad. I mean, I lived in London for 14 years, so I know the accents and where they go, but it's really, boy, it's like you can't really understand it unless you actually are a Londoner or a Cockney. And you would also understand somebody who was the pearly king and queen as well.
Oh,
Now that is good. Oh, hello, Pippin.
Pippin.
Yes, I said Pippin. Would you ask? Would you ask, please, about the pearly kings and queens? Because I've just had this gentleman put one of the gentleman's jackets on, and of course, he had all the pearl buttons on them and that. And it used to be a tradition down Stepney Way. So, right, okay. Is there anything else, sweetheart? Oh, right. Would you understand Stephen, please? Just give me the name of Stephen and a Gary or Gareth. Right. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. I haven't got anything else for you, my darling. It's just been so lovely to work with you. So thank you so much for coming on. All right. God bless you. Good night. You're very welcome.
Bless you. Thank you for coming on, Suzanne. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you. And I will sing the Nanite song for you later.
Oh.
Okay. I won't be as good as King, but I'll try. Bye, darling. God bless.
Bye, darling. God bless.
Bye.
Oh, bless.
Oh dear.
It's been a lovely night.
Yes, Michael. Mr. Pearson did pick up his tea. And yes, I will be putting the kettle on very shortly because we've now come, I'm afraid, to the end of the service.
We have.
I'm sorry if you can hear crunching. Horace has decided that now Jean's gone, he can have his tea.
Oh.
I don't know if he was waiting to see if she wanted it, but there we are.
He wanted to share, Tony.
He did, and she doesn't want it, so he's going to eat it all. Anyway, what a lovely night. Thank you so much for...
Before we go, would you understand Trevor, Tony?
Yes.
I don't know why. Just somebody's just come. A gentleman's just come in and said, "I've just got to say hello to you from Trevor." I don't know if Trevor's spirit side or down here, but then he's just gone again. Very strange.
I will check because last I heard he wasn't well.
Right. Well,
it's not a side of the. It connects with my grandma who I was talking about earlier, so
right.
I can understand why it's all coming through.
Right.
But yeah. Bless.
I'm not saying it was him. It's just this gentleman.
No, I know.
The name of Trevor, so perhaps he needs something, sweetheart, if he's not well.
It does. Yeah, it does. He had early onset dementia. Bless him.
Oh, bless him.
Pippin is still here. It's just she's laid down, haven't you, sweetie? But she does this at the caravan. She has to come on screen for a minute and say hello. And now she's going. Bye, darling.
And she gives me lovely cuddles when I go to the caravan. She comes and sits next to me and gives me lovely cuddles.
She is a huge cuddle monster, I have to say. Bedlingtons are wonderful. I love them.
Horace isn't, though, is he? He's not a cuddle monster.
No. I always say, though, I've always found female dogs are more affectionate. Male dogs are affectionate, but female dogs are even more so. Anyway, we're not talking about dogs. We're here to talk about the up-and-coming services we're doing. We won't be doing a divine service on Sunday. I'm really sorry because something's cropped up and we can't be on screen, or I can't guarantee being back, so I don't want to advertise something and then not do it. So we will do the divine service on, let me just check my diary. I was going to say Monday, but I can't remember no, I haven't got anything on Monday. So we haven't got anything anyway. So Monday we will do the divine service. Wednesday and Thursday there will be the services from the other New Christian Spiritualist Society services for Littleport and Bridlington. Nick replied to me after our last service and said, yes, he would love to come on and do a chat with. And Reverend Lynn said, look, yes, she would love to come on and do a chat with. And Reverend Nick said he would also like to come on and do an evening of philosophy and about philosophy and the Christian spiritualist philosophy, which I think will be really interesting and really nice to do.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's that. Irene, you have a busy week next week.
I do. I'm at
You have
Morley on
Morley.
Monday. And then Wednesday, Pat, Jean and I are doing Idle.
Yes.
And then on Thursday, I'm at Spiritual Friends United at Castleford. And they have moved venue, by the way. This is Mandy Tyson's new one that used to be at Grimsby Spiritualist Church. This is her, I think it's her. Is it Mandy or is it? No, it's not. It's Sue Coldwell. Believe me alone. It's Sue Coldwell. They've moved out of the schoolhouse that they was using, and they're now using a room at a place called the Prince William, which is on Pioneer Way.
All right.
At Allerton Bywater.
Hang on, no. Friday is Spiritual Friends Unite you've got, and Hereafter's Pioneer Spiritual Society on Thursday. I
didn't know I'd got Friday in. I'll have to have a look on my diary. Oh, wow. And Friday's Hereafter Thursday. And Spiritual Friends. Oh, yes, I have. You're right, I have. It's a Zoom one, that one. Spiritual Friends.
Yes.
That's on Zoom.
Yes. Oh, and you've got Jam Ros the following week. It's wonderful. I love Jam Ros.
Yeah.
I love Jam Ros.
If you want to come on with me on Friday, you and Jean, you're more than welcome.
Oh.
You know.
I've not arranged it yet, but I'm hoping that the young lady who was on, whose name's just escaped me, the lady you were talking about coming on. Paula.
Yeah.
Paula said she would like to come on, so I will see when Paula can get on. And then I'm going to talk to Nick. I might message him tonight after the service, actually, and see if I can talk to him about when we can get his talk on and an evening of spiritual philosophy with Nick, because I'd like to try and do that in the same week if possible, because I think that would follow on really nicely.
Well, I don't think I've got anything the following week. I don't think I'm out the following week. If I am, I'm only at Jamros on Wednesday, I think, the following week.
Ooh. That could be interesting.
Why?
I'll tell you after the service.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
Anne-Marie is not American. He would have a hippie fit. He's Canadian. He's Canadian. No, because what I was thinking was if we did an evening of spiritual philosophy with Nick first, and then after that did the chat with, then people could ask him questions about what we talked about the previous session, which I think would be nice to round it off.
Do you know what else I think would be nice as well, Tony, doing that, is getting your Michael on, because he does some lovely philosophy. Michael Swindles, if you're listening.
Hang on.
Oh, when is Michael doing some... Well, put them on the same night.
That's good, actually. Yeah, we could do that. If we're talking about philosophy, we could... Michael could join in that chat as well and be on screen with Nick.
Yep.
So, that's sorted. Yes, we did know who you meant, Anne-Marie. I will get Matthew on to do an evening of a chat with and an evening of philosophy as well, because he would come at it from a different slant, being Canadian.
Yep. He puts some wonderful words on, though, on his philosophy.
Oh, he does.
On his blog, he does some wonderful words. And as you say, we could have a discussion about it, and, it'd be nice to listen in.
No, we couldn't. That is one service with Mr. Stapley where when he's on screen, I would have to mute all the comments.
Oh, well, it'd be just nice to see. You wouldn't.
I would mute all of the comments because we would never get anything talked about other than, "Oh, Matthew, you're gorgeous."
Yes,
which
but
he is. I can't argue with that.
He has. He's got Etienne, who's his husband, and who he loves dearly, and he's handsome as well. And it's just a bit of fun. But when it's this sort of thing, spirituality and stuff like that, that is serious for us, and we like to learn as well.
That's why, because I don't know if I'm going to talk out of turn here, but I'm going to share something that. Will you two be quiet? I'm on screen.
They always want
Anne-Marie,
to
I'm not arguing with you. He is. Pippin! Biscuits! Pippin biscuit! Pippin biscuit! Good girl. After the service. Right. There's a centre that's unfortunately, due to bereavement, has had to shut down. Faircroft.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Because Jean's daughter sadly passed to spirit suddenly. Not our Jean.
I'm going to say not our Jean. No, not our Jean's daughter. No.
Amy's fitting well. I've been messaging with her and things. But no, Amy's fitting well. But Jean, who was running this centre, her daughter passed away suddenly, and it's a lovely centre and it's beautiful. And Jean, Irene, and I were talking about how could we get it back up and going for the people up there, because it's really well attended. And I thought if I did it, I would really like to do it under the New Christian Spiritualist Society banner. And somebody said, "Oh, well, that will be, people might be put off." And I'm like, no, because they know they've seen me and Jean work, and Irene. Have you served up there? Yeah. And Pat said she. So they know we're fun and we like to have fun, and we do. I mean, look at us. Yeah. We're doing it. Absolutely. I'm in my dog collar, but we're having a right laugh. You'd come, Angela, wouldn't you, if we opened it back up? And Angela could tell everybody we're not poor-faced and miserable. We love to have fun.
We don't believe in being po-faced and miserable.
But even if we were running a church in the Miners' Hall up there in Thurcroft, it would be exactly the same as this. Exactly the same, because I wouldn't have it any other way. If we tried to make it poor-faced and miserable, I would say no, not a chance. And you never know, we could even get a visit from the lovely Mr. Brown, Reverend Brown, Archbishop Brown.
And the lovely Miss Reverend Sarah
Beavers.
Yes.
Yes, because... Yeah. And we're all as mad as a box of frogs. Anyway, we've been on for 1 hour and 40 minutes, people. You've kept us talking.
I know. They don't
Naughty congregation, it's your fault. I'm sorry.
Oh, and Marie's put on, I've just noticed it says Reverend Tony plus Pippin. There you go. Well, we'll talk about it, Tony, when we will. When and Michael can get together. We'll talk about it and see where we go with it.
I would love to get it going, because it's a lovely centre and it was well attended every time I went there. And Angela can tell you, it was just so, And yes, I would try and do it like Little Port. I would try and get a camera in there for those who didn't mind, and have it broadcasting live across StreamYard as well into Facebook, because I would love to try and share it like that. But it's something I'm going to talk about. It's a lot to take on, and I don't want to commit to something I can't keep going. So that's.
We will see what we can do, darling. Even if it's just once a fortnight or once a month to begin with, because obviously we have bookings now on a Sunday for the rest of this year.
Well,
so we might have
going to ask if we could do maybe a Saturday, because that would leave us with the Sundays free. And when we didn't have bookings on a Sunday, me, Jean, Michael could still go to the caravan. So we're going to see what they say up at Faircroft. If we possibly can, we will open it back up because it's
And
wonderful.
Marie knows how to chair.
Yes, she does, because she chaired for me.
Yeah.
Didn't you, Anne-Marie? And we had a right laugh that night as well.
I know that Jean's in touch with, or has been in touch with Croft. So I've.
And he said not a problem. He wouldn't mind the church being in there again. So. Yes, Anne-Marie was at Bracebridge Heath. Yeah,
and I said that I said that to Jean that I would do like what I've done at Unity. Do all the money and the bookings and
they've got a lovely big kitchen, so we can make lots of tea.
Yeah, and coffee.
Yes. Would you like to close the service, Irene, please, darling?
I will, darling. I will. Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for another wonderful evening with our spirit family and friends, and respectfully thank our guides, for without them we couldn't do what we do. Could I ask for healing to go out into the world, Lord? You know where it's needed most. And could I please say an extra special prayer for all the people of Plymouth on this very sad day? And could I please close the veil between the two worlds and hand everything back to yours, which is only right? All the love, all the honour, all the glory. And may I ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every one of you until we meet again. Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen. Good night, everybody. God bless. Thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for your company.
Good night, everybody, and may the Lord bless you and keep you safe till we meet again. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Feeling out by the ocean, and all of those white hot sands, where every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand.